there was a couple things that I wanted to talk about before we get into readings, and that is about just living in integrity, you know, asking those hard questions, having that hard conversation with yourself when you're triggered, when you feel like you are bothered by something and you don't know why. Yeah, obviously that is something that is subconscious and the unconscious. And what you can ask yourself is, what can be done to live in integrity for yourself, to be in alignment, to be in the best version for you, to be your best version, right? To live that in that way. And you'll be surprised at how the answers will come. You know, it may not come right away. It may or may not come right away. It may come in the next day, or the next few days. In many ways, your guides will deliver that in many ways. They're very creative with that. So, and speaking of guides, there's one more thing that I wanted to. I'm probably jumping. This is the ADHD kicking in, but I wanted to touch on, like, there's another aspect of guides that I wanted to touch on, and I will make another video of this. But it's all about like, you know, for those of you that are having a hard time with, like, things not going right, perhaps some sabotaging patterns that you can't kick, or you seem to be spinning your wheels on, like you're a hamster in a wheel, or you're just spinning your wheels and you can't go any further than you have been trying everything. You know, you can recalibrate the energy in your inner team. Sometimes, and I'll go into this in another video. I don't want to kind of like leave you hanging, but there is a way to recalibrate your guides, because sometimes when we make choices in life and we ask for help to cope with a situation, whether it's a traumatic situation or a difficult situation, sometimes that coping mechanism, that help that we ask for, turns out to be negative, right? In the long run. Like, in the beginning, it helped you, but then when you get past that phase, then, you know, you get your assistance from spirit, and then you move on, and then you decide, I'm going to change this. So there's two things that are at factor here, subconsciously and conscious. So either you consciously set the intention that I'm going to change this pattern, and you're asking for that conscious help, then that they'll kind of like switch around. Those are the temporary guides that come in, right? And so then there's that subconscious aspect as well, where you kind of don't know, you know that something's not right, but you don't know how to go about it. But then, you know, it's like, you know that something needs to change. So it's just a matter of being aware that those things are not working for you. So you just ask for the recalibration of your inner guides to bring in more help, and just kind of replace what you don't need anymore, you know, if that makes sense. So I will go into more detail in another video, but I just wanted to, I've been meaning to get that out there, and I just haven't had the time. But anyway, going back to living in integrity. So that's kind of like in tune with living in integrity. Just being aware of yourself, aware of your energy, aware of, you know, how you are carrying your energy, you know what I mean? And just making sure that you are taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Right now, it's more earthy, so we're back down to the physical level and our physical bodies. And you have to know that your temple is very important. And you have to be mindful of the food that you eat, the energy that comes with that, because you are all sensitive. And the energy of food does affect you, right? The energy of what you drink affects you. The energy of, you know, what's around us, the environment, everything affects us. So we only can do so much, obviously. But, you know, you can do damage control, right? You can make sure that you're always getting your movement in, whether it's strength training, cardio, yoga. You know, you always get your movement in for your mobility, your functionality, keeping those muscles in tip-top shape. This plays a very important role in how you feel, because then that bleeds into the energetics, right? Your temple is housing your soul, your spirit, and they work together hand in hand. So if one's off balance, the other one's not going to work so good, you know. So you got to make sure that your temple is good and it's taken care of. So be sure to ask yourself, okay, what can I do to live in integrity with my physical body, right? To so that I may balance out my body, you know, the body, mind, soul aspect. And just go as you're guided. You'll get those breadcrumbs, and you'll get that that guidance. So, Ira says, definitely makes sense. I would love for you to make the video. I will definitely. Hey, Jessica. All right. So let's get into readings. All right. So I know, like, hopefully, like, honestly, my Wi-Fi holds up. And let me know if this music is too loud. Just thought, puts a little bit of ambiance in here, you know. So I have a tarot deck, and if I can go ahead and just do a group reading, and then continue on with anybody that wants to receive a you know, if you have any questions or want to have a, you know, specific thing that you want to answered or, you know, touch on, let me know. Let's see. I know that I'm gonna pull for Dina, because she's definitely, so she told me to read for her, so I'm gonna start with her first, actually. So hopefully y'all you're definitely taking care of yourselves, going internal, reflecting, doing your new moon practices. Make sure you cleanse and you recall your energy, transmuted back to its divine perfect state, so we can recharge and forge ahead more powerful than you ever were.